One of my main goals has always been to share information and to make it easy for everybody just starting out with a low glycemic plant-based diet. You can download my guide and browse my blog as well as YouTube channel for blood sugar balancing recipes. What's more, since I struggled with yeast infection myself, I've also provided a free guide to candida overgrowth that is available for downloading on my blog. And if you need more specific help and meal plans, I have put together meal plans for both the cleanse and reintroduction phase. And that's not it. Every Friday, I send out a weekly NutriBlogs to my subscribers, including exciting nutrition-related news that I picked up from recent studies or from my holistic nutritionist course, books and podcast episodes that I'm currently obsessed about, anything I need to mention about my blog, recipe suggestions and/or a cooking tip according to the season, interesting product discoveries, and something personal as well. I very much welcome you to join my community of Nutrinuts. The boost food gives your blood sugar has been gaining more and more attention. It's been mainly due to the numerous links discovered between the glycemic index of foods and excess weight, as well as several serious diseases like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and even cancer. When we eat something high glycemic, it means that the glucose gets into our bloodstream very quickly, making pancreas to release insulin quicker and in a larger quantity than it would the glucose release be slower and steadier. And this is what causes sudden spikes and then dips in your blood sugar. Now, there is a wide array of unwelcome short-term symptoms associated with those spikes and dips. For some people, it's dizziness, nausea, heart palpitations, sweats, food cravings, and stress. For others, exhaustion and brain fog. And for many, it can mean poor mood or anxiety even. Let's not kid ourselves. Sometimes you will still eat high glycemic foods. Therefore, it's good to know that there are ways to diminish the effect they have on your blood sugar levels. Eat berries with your meals. Berries inhibit the enzyme that digests starch and therefore slow the absorption of blood sugars into your system. For example, if you absolutely need to prepare pancakes or muffins using flour, add raspberries or blueberries into the batter or eat them with unsweetened berry jam. Go for a brisk walk after a meal. Begin 30 to 70 minutes after the start of the meal. Even 10 minutes does the trick. As you can see from my own graphs, walking or moving works every time, bringing the glucose levels down. Eat pasta instead of bread because the particles in bread can be 1,000 times smaller and are therefore much more rapidly absorbed. On the other hand, the compact structure of pasta slows down digestion. The glycemic index of pasta is 55, whereas bread's GI may exceed 70. Eat sourdough bread that has incorporated sprouted grains and/or entire kernels and prefer rye over wheat. The GI of wheat berries is 45, but rye berries go as low as 34. Freezing and defrosting, as well as toasting the bread slices, lowers the blood sugar response. Drink a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with a glass of water 10 minutes before a meal, or incorporate apple cider vinegar into a salad dressing. It reduces the spike by 8 to 30%. Also, the order in which you eat your food matters. If you eat the items of a meal containing starch, fiber, sugar, protein, and fat in a specific order, you reduce your overall glucose spike by 73%, as well as your insulin spike by 48%. What's the right order then? It's fiber first, protein and fat second, starches and sugars last. Fiber has 3 superpowers. First, it reduces the action of alpha amylase, the enzyme that breaks starch down into glucose molecules. Second, it slows down gastric emptying. And finally, it creates a viscous mesh in the small intestine, and this mesh makes it harder for glucose to make it through to the bloodstream. Using these mechanisms, fiber slows down the breakdown and absorption of any glucose that comes after, and the result is that fiber flattens our glucose curves. Eat anything sweet as a dessert rather than a snack on an empty stomach. If you need to snack, choose savory snack. And if you want to have a slice of sourdough bread, dress it up with some fattened protein like tofu, avocado, or nut butter.